All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is PastorDowell. Well, last night while we were all asleep, apparently there was another quote-unquote terrorist attack. I don't know who these pop stars, singers, whoever they are today. I just simply don't know these folks because I just don't listen to that stuff, okay? But anyway, there's this lady by the name of Ariana Grande, okay? Over in Manchester, and I'm sure that's over in England. Last night there was an arena explosion, and so far it's confirmed that 19 people are dead, possibly 22, in a possible lone suicide bomber attack. All this takes place while Donald Trump is across the pond, doing his little diplomatic thing, kissing the Jews' feet, and all this other stuff. I'm going to say a few things in this video right here, okay? And I realize that many of you have never really truly listened to me, haven't really listened to much, so I'm going to go back to things that I have said in the past on international shortwave just about 18 years ago. Things I've said on AM, FM stations no more than just a few years ago. And things that I've may have repeated on videos here on YouTube. I'm telling you this. I'm saying all this because I don't want this to be one of your loved ones. Now I understand how rebellious and stubborn teenagers are today, and young people. They think they know it all. They don't listen to wise counsel today. But I remember years and years and years ago, and I told people, I said the last places you want to be caught at is in some type of arena, some type of football, basketball, baseball, hockey stadium. That's the last place you want to be caught at. And the reason being, or soccer, because it's the ideal place that a terrorist can actually make an attack and actually maximize its casualties. You have to understand, these people have a total different philosophy than what you and I are used to. While we have the American news media painting a picture of what they believe is going on in the world, I personally believe that it's a war on religion. It's an ideology, it's a theology. It's like we had the Ottoman Empire, then we had the Crusades. All that stuff hasn't stopped. It has not stopped one bit. It's just like the Germans. The Germans, prior to about a few years prior to them actually exterminating all the alleged Jews. I'm gonna put it like that. All right, they went to Africa, and man, they just slaughtered. I mean, the indigenous people of that land slaughtered them. I know you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. All right. If you think you're having a good night out, enjoying yourself or something like that, you realize that there are people that have a total different theology, ideology, and philosophy. They don't have bombs. They don't have nuclear weapons. They don't have all these luxuries that we enjoy in life. But the one thing they do have is freedom. And if they can't live free, then they're going to die. They're just going to flat out die. Kind of like, young people die over here in the streets, joining gangs, joining gangs. But the last place you want to be, and you don't want to be caught at, is an arena. You do not want to be caught at an arena. Are you following me? You don't want to be caught anywhere where there's a lot of people. I mean, when I'm talking about lots of people, I'm talking about thousands upon thousands of people flock into these places, because it is the opportune time for a terrorist attack or something to go wrong bad. I'll give you an example. I try to always make sure when I'm traveling, if I'm traveling or if I'm here at home, I try to always make sure that I am in a place secure before nightfall. Before nightfall. I don't need to be out in the public eye, and you should try to get used to that. You need to learn how to navigate and change, because things go wrong. Things go bad and things go wrong at night. But 22 something people, 19 something people, snuffed out, and this thing is going to continue to keep going. This is a war against Christianity versus Islam. That's the way they see it. It's Christianity versus Islam. And then when you throw Judaism into the fray, all right, because you've been deceived thinking that we have, look at this oxymoron, Christian Judeo values. I don't know where you get that stuff from. I really, truly don't. I understand what the powers that be have done. They have flipped the script. They have turned everything upside down in this world. They've got people, they just simply don't know. People just simply don't know what's going on. And one reason why they don't know is because they refuse to study. They refuse to read. They refuse to even, I understand how I sound. Believe you me, nobody knows better how he sounds than I do. Because I know what it's like to talk to a world. I know what it's like to talk to a people whose mind has been shaped a certain way. Believe you me, it is like talking to that wall right there. You remember, the truth is not the truth until you get it. It's been the truth all along, but it ain't the truth until you get it. So we watch the Europeans literally run a blitzkrieg all across this world. Literally, they've done it. And taken every piece of landmass that they can take for resources. If I'm going to put a defibrillate on your mind. If Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, where are they? If we are to believe that terrorists flew those airplanes into those twin towers, and if it was Osama bin Laden, then why did we go after Saddam Hussein and destroy a whole entire country in Iraq? I mean, I have the answers. I know the reason why. I'm asking you these questions. And so, if that's the case, then why are we in Afghanistan putting ourselves in extraordinary amounts of debt in this country, causing the cost of inflation to go up? The rich just continue to keep on enriching themselves because you don't make money during peacetime, you make money during war. These are a war-mongering people. You know what I mean? These are people that is bloodthirsty. I mean bloodthirsty. And every time you turn around, somebody's dying. Now, I understand that populations and themselves, or countries themselves, or people themselves, just by the ecosystem, they're going to weed themselves out. I mean, the Indians was fighting each other prior to the Europeans came over here. The Europeans was fighting each other before they even met another people. The Africans was fighting each other before they even fought another people. The Chinese, the Japanese, all of them, they were fighting each other, tribal warfare all over the place. But we're in a global fight nowadays. And the rest of the world clearly sees what's going on. You don't see what's going on because you're constantly on the drugs of CNN, Fox News, ABC, NBC, a mainstream news media. And it's designed for you to not see it. But listen, I'm going to say it again, things that I repeated in the past. Stay out of these population centers. You see in the mayhem, just go. I ain't no need in me giving you links. Just go check it out yourself. You see the mayhem that takes place once alleged terrorist attack take place, and what happens and how people just lose it. People are running over each other, stampeding each other. And chivalry is all but gone in this world. It's a mess. It's a mess. Save yourself.